Welcome back to another Power BI AI agent video. In this one, we're going to test how well our AI agent can handle big data. I have a dataset with almost 27,000 rows, plus a few questions that will require data agent to filter and compare the data. Alright, the first question is, what is the sum of quantity by gender, and how does each compare to the total quantity? I'm using the calculation tool here, which means the data will be processed by a Python code interpreter. This tool is great for saving tokens and speeding up analysis because your data is sent to the AI as a file, which is then imported usually as a pandas data frame into the code interpreter. Alright, let's see how it performs. The analysis was very fast. We can see that for females, the sum is 162,000, and for males, it's 168,000. So it's almost a 50-50th split. And notice it only used about 10,000 input tokens. That's because when we use the calculation tool, it doesn't send all 27,000 rows as plain text. It sends them as a file, which dramatically reduces the token usage. Let's double check the numbers. For females, yes, 162,000, and for males, 168,000. Great. Okay, let's try a more complex question. What is the total quantity for Canada, where the description is online store, compared to the USA? In other words, we want to compare the quantities for online store orders between Canada and the United States. This time, we'll use another tool, the Summarize function. Let's adjust the query with backticks. By using backticks, you can select which category columns to include in the summarized dataset. In this case, we aren't sending all 27,000 rows instead. We create a summarized dataset with country, description, and the quantity measure. Essentially, it works like a pivot table, including only the columns you specify with backticks. This reduces the number of tokens sent to the AI provider, which also helps lower costs. Alright, the query executed very quickly. Let's review the results. For Canada, the total is 24,000, and for the United States, it's 87,000. So the calculation checks out. The key insight is that online store orders in the USA are about 3.5 times higher than in Canada, which is accurate. That concludes our test of the Power BI AI agent with a large dataset analysis and our tutorial on using the new tool calls. Thank you for watching and enjoy using PBI AI agent.